Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome this evening as we go round Silverstone in the Classic League. Joining me in the commentary box, as always, we have Stringy B, aka Benjamin. Obviously, our lead man at the minute in this league has been Kyle, but he did lose his championship lead the other day to, I believe, Regan, which I believe is...
Yes.
Correct. Okay, good. I'm not completely stupid.
Wow, debatable.
Well, you know. We will go live to the track in a minute. We're just waiting for some of the cars to come out onto the track. So, as we've got the cars coming out onto the track, I'm on board with Evans as he comes down pit road. Or pit lane, as some may call it. Ben likes to call it pit road.
It's a classy name for the pit lane. As we have a stream of Williams coming out onto the track.
The overlay for today. So the championship leader at the minute is Regan on 26 points, Kyle 24 points, Rayner on 23, AJ Wuhan on 22. So the top four really close, and then down in 5th place we've got Brian. Down below you can see a fast lap recorded by our own young Stinson in these cars. They are a challenge to drive. They're very, very understeery cars. As we've already got Evans spinning, and he's hit a barrier and lost some of his wing.
Yeah, we had Dragon on speed off the track as well, going around the loop.
So this car was all dominating in 1996. 16 races it took part in. It had 12 wins, 21 podiums, 12 pole positions, 11 fastest laps taken Damon Hill to his one and only championship. And
what a great championship it was.
Rookie teammate who had the second best rookie campaign, I would say, of all time. Evans is trying to get the car back to the pit lane in an interesting manner. So Ben, obviously, you know, you're a big fan of this track, big fan of the engines in the back of these cars. I know you like the speed of them. On board with Toon.
Toon! Good to have him racing. What a beautiful car. What a beautiful era of F1. Damon Hill doing all us Brits proud. And what an iconic helmet he had.
It would just be the fact that he became a champion, and he is not one of my favourite people.
And what a fantastic champion. What a great ambassador for the track as well. So, it's only fitting that we're around Silverstone in its beautiful 1990s. Toon loses the rear. But it's only fitting that we're around this track.
So comes Toon then. Round turn 1. Try stay in 5th gear around her. Do not come into 6th. Because you have to lift off. These cars are, as Toon loses it, I'm going to say, Ben, me and you had a try in these cars. It was definitely...
They've got more, compared to what the guys were driving last week, it's got far more grip up.
Toon. I do not think it has that much grip from what I'm watching with Toon.
What I found is it had better grip at high speed, but the low speed, the mechanical grip, is still lacking. And Toon is on an ice rink by the looks of it.
I was going to say, we were saying obviously the downforce week in, week out will start to pile onto the cars. How much difference that'll make to some of these guys, we don't know. At the minute, Toon is struggling with that bit of downforce. Maybe he prefers the cars of ours. He takes it down to 5th, and I think that was didn't invalidate from going over that, weirdly enough.
So as Toon hustles the car through.
I'm not sure where he's got to. Toon. Grass.
And he's going straight into a barrier. Manages to keep all 4 wheels on it.
Yeah, we'll go find where's Regan? In the final few corners, on his lap then, the championship leader. Obviously all the drivers in the race have to make one mandatory pit stop. 1:38.1 from Regan, which I believe is a pretty decent time in these cars. AJ Wuhan a 39.2. I believe we've got Rayner on a lap as well. He's coming through Maggots and Beckett's.
I was going to hop on board with Rayner. A man that won last week around really Canada. What a great win.
I think it's one of the better performances we've seen from some of the drivers. Obviously Kyle had been dominating. Round 4 he's got 2 wins.
Unlucky to... he found the barrier.
Win, but Rayner's been unlucky in those first 2, like we said, and obviously his luck came to him last week.
Yeah, I was going to say in Austria, Rayner had an issue up at turn 3, I think they class it. Wasn't his issue, it was issue.
3 then. There is a man I want to go find if he's on a lap. He is. It's Kyle. He's coming out onto the Chapel Street. He's gone purple in the middle sector. Yeah, Kyle likes his classic cars, it would be safe to say.
Yeah, he feels well at home in them. What a beautiful car it is in the Rothmans. I don't even know if I can, advertise such a thing.
Yeah.
Considering they haven't even put it on the car. It was banned from advertising back in the good old days.
The good old days, that's what you're calling them?
Good old days.
It's like every old person you've ever heard. Back in the good old days.
Back in the good old days when it was proper racing. And you haven't got these fancy little gadgets now where a rear wing opens or some silly little battery deployment. These are proper engines, proper brute of a car.
What a lap there from Cosmos. First one into the 137s. Brian on an in lap. Who else have we got on a lap at the minute? Got Devils coming through the final few. His lap is disqualified, so we'll stay on board with Apex. Wow! I think I'm cursing drivers by going on board with them tonight. Yep, into the pit lane you come, Apex. That is, yeah,
Interesting.
I don't know how else to sum up. At the minute, on board with Tristan, the slowest driver so far. Look pretty good through cops there. Obviously, it's not far out in these cars. And although they'll claim to have a somewhat seamless shift, I can tell you it's not seamless in this car at all. It does not want to
It was
jump down the
seamless.
gearbox.
Seamless for the time.
Yeah, it does not want to jump down the box though. Tristan finding about a 10th on this lap. It'd be interesting to see if he carries on or not on this one.
Yeah, they just have his fuel light is flashing and he's due to come in the box on my screen, but he's sticking with it.
In that beautiful set of helmet.
Evil
Kyle
Hunter.
37.8 then. 10th quicker than Cosmos. So Kyle making amends for what happened in Canada last week. Across the line, where does Tristan go? Finds 5/10, but only moves up one position then. But close field, so somewhat. Devils at the minute. Devils, no! I've got
No, I just saw a car going sideways.
Yeah. I just stopped going on board. So we'll go on board with Toon, who's about to hopefully give us a demonstration of a beautiful lap around the Silverstone circuit, the airfield, as some call it.
Yeah, there's the classic Northamptonshire-Oxfordshire divide I feel obliged to talk about. Somewhere around Cox Corner, I believe. But...
no. Well, as you go under the bridge.
No, that's rubbish.
It's not.
I'm not having it. I'm not having it.
I heard Crofty say it, so I've got to agree with a man who knows everything about F1.
Right. Just, yeah. What a beautiful car, designed by the legend that is Adrian Newey and Patrick Head. I think this is my favourite era of cars.
Well, I thought yours would be more, I don't know,
early 2000s.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we'll get there. We'll get there that weekend when we race in those beautiful red cars.
I don't think
I hope it's a full qualifying session, just so I can tell you the greatness.
I'm sure you've got some stories you'd love to share with people.
I've got some bits I can talk about if there's a lull in this qualifying session.
Why? I don't think
I'll talk about the 1996 British Grand Prix weekend. I know people are interested. People are asking. Boys, what did happen in 1996 around this track? Well, I can tell you. The Williams locked out the front row, albeit a very different track layout.
I was going to say, I don't think they had many of these corners. Well, Max and Becky.
No, they didn't have the... Yeah. Apart from the new pitch straight. At the end of the new pitch straight, where you... where you turn off right to go to the loop, you turn left and went through bridge. Cut out quite a bit of the track. But the Williams did lock out the front row on a 1:26.8 unnecessary time, given that we are on the different track layout, as I said. But no different, all the same. And our good man, the champion Damon Hill, stuck it on pole position by nearly 2 tenths, out qualifying the Ferrari of Michael Schumacher, the legend that is, by 8 tenths. So Williams having a great weekend in qualifying in 1996, which I'm reliably informed that it was a warm and sunny day.
Through Luffield then, for Toon. Goes through Woodcut.
Is he ever going to hook a lap up?
He did do a pretty good first sector from what I saw. So through Cops, what does he do? Lift, down into Fear.
Doesn't know what he wants to do.
Somehow keeps it on the track. So the best part of any F1 circuit, Maggots, Beckett's, and then through Chapel. It's a very different speed that you say this at compared to the modern cars.
Yeah, I was going to say through the middle sector, Toon Tunnel flashed up on mine as part of his lap time, 1 minute 12. So Toon done a 41-second middle sector. In the modern cars, you'd be looking at going about 9 seconds quicker. Toon gets a bit of understeer into the final corners. Mechanical grip is lacking.
Oh no, Toon.
Do not hit the sausage curb. Takes on the sausage curb.
That lap counted. He did a 140. Apex then on a lap, coming through the final few corners.
I'm on
go P9.
Board with Puppy, who is 3 tenths up on his own time. Just gone through the first sector now.
Yeah, he's invalidated his lap, just like that.
Oh, Puppy.
Let's go find ourselves. I believe Cosmos is on another lap. He's matching his time at the minute then. Keeps that car across to the right to save a bit of time down the straight. Flings the car in. Looks pretty good through the Cops. Maggots and Beckett's look very different in these cars, and sure, still amazing to drive though.
Back on the throttle now, down the hanger straight. Listen to the 3-litre Renault engine. Purr. What beautiful sound.
See what you can do if you can make any time through Stowe. Looks pretty neat and tidy through there.
Front end is not there.
Yeah, they're all taking some interesting lines through that final corner.
I can give you a random fact about this car. Do you want a random fact?
When would I not want a random fact from you?
How many kilometres did Damon Hill cover in pre-season in this car?
Oh, 6.
9,000.
It's not bad.
9,000 kilometres refining this beautiful car, ready for the season ahead.
9,000 miles, they'd figure out how to make it go a little bit nicer through the slow speeds.
I'm sure, at the time, it was ahead of its game. Oh, what great car. Semi-automatic gearbox. 6-speed, aren't they?
Yeah. You pull for 7th, it's not going to come.
Yeah, I was going to say, keep pulling for 7th, and it's not there. I've done that on a hire car once, pulled for 6th gear, and it was reverse. And it made a right sound going onto the motorway.
Yeah. I guess you learnt your lesson about that to check before.
Oh, I didn't. It's a hire car. So, you know.
The fastest cars in the world, the car that does not...
Yeah, you just, yeah, you just drive it, you know. It made a horrible sound in the poor old gearbox.
Is what I'm noticing, cannot go through Cops. They're just running wide off the track. It's not invalidating the laps, though. I'm on board with Jack at the minute. Wah! And she comes out of Chapel.
I was going to say, Jack nearly scares you.
We go past these signs and change counties.
I'm sure that divide is not there.
Well, you can have a look and see where the divide is if you want.
Part of me does, but, you know, the people are here to listen to some expertise.
Well, I know you like to just be correct, so you might as well go have a look. So far, around the final corners, what does Jack do? Finds 4/10, stays P11. Apex then on another lap, I believe, or is this... Oh, it's an in lap, that car's running on fumes. Mono at the minute has gone purple through the middle sector apparently, so we'll stay on board with him as he comes through Stowe. 3 minutes left in this qualifying session. Surprised to see Rayner down in 6th. I thought he'd be higher up at this point.
He's, yeah, 9 times off the pace currently.
Through the final corners, there's a 39.3. So a while off his best. Who else have we got on a lap? Ahmed's disqualified his, so Cosmos. Kyle is out on an out lap. So he's
Puppy's
Rayner.
retired. Don't know if
Regan's just got into P3. Great lap there from Regan, the championship leader. So Rayner about to
I was going to
start
say,
his
nice and
lap. So
nice and tight at the front.
Then talk us through a lap with Rayner.
So Rayner goes through turn 1, lifts off, downshift into 5th, back on the power now. Car's just understeering slightly, hasn't got the grip, slows it down. Gets it nicely slowed down actually, that's not too bad. Goes right, swings it in left, back on the throttle now. There is a car just ahead, won't get in his way hopefully. Might even get a little bit of a tow.
That car
Dragon on Speed does a nice job.
Did not want to give him a tow.
So now pick out the braking point. You can take this corner 2 different ways.
Why is it showing him on another outlap?
Yeah, I was going to say, am I wasting my time here? Because,
No, I'm pretty sure. He came through the final corner, so I don't know how he could
no, not right.
be on an
His first sector was a 30.6. So, he isn't on an outlap. Dodgy timing board, people, sorry. He went through cops nicely, pulled for a downshift, got the car rotated in, used the runoff now into Maggot's Beckett's left, then right over the curb. Some people choose to hug that curb, Rayner just touches it, and then opens up the corner, back on the throttle now, 4th into 5th, into 6th. Now let the Renault 3-litre engine do its magic down the straight. 180 miles an hour. Going to Stowe, you can brake late here, it's a late apex. Back on the power now, get the car. Doesn't use much of the runoff there, you can go on the power a little bit earlier. Regan on provisional pole. Rayner, don't touch that sausage curb there, it unsettles the car. He's lost the rear a bit, he's turning left into a right.
Does find some improvements. What's Kyle up to though on track? He's disqualified his lap. Where is he on track? Oh, Kyle's not going to have time to respond. So we're on board with Dracos. He's disqualified his lap. What about Brian? Where's he? He's found a 10th. He's heading down towards Stowe. Surprised to see Tristan down in P15.
Yeah, I was going to say. I think my words of encouragement before qualifying really did hit the spot.
Yeah, must have. Something like that.
Yeah, as Kyle's just taking a bit of a scenic route from what I just saw on Chapel going onto the hangar straight, but he won't be doing his lap unless we've got a timing issue again.
Yeah. It's showing that it's finished. Kyle
Lindsay goes into the box.
We'll stay on board with Brian, who's in P6 as he is going for a lap.
So we've got Regan on provisional pole.
Front 3 really close. Front 4 even, and then there's a massive gap back to Dracos, Brian, Rayner, and Mono.
It's not even the Oxfordshire, but Buckinghamshire.
Well, not sure you were informing the viewers correctly.
We'll find out soon. It's not even a. We'll find out it's not even a 3-litre engine. Like a 1-litre engine or something. Oh man, sorry about that, Pete. I've let myself go. Rayner goes into P2. I don't know if we spotted that, but that's a 37.7. So he managed to pull a lap out from somewhere in the end. Drag a lap time out the car.
I was gonna say, I did not see that. What a lap from Rayner. So Brian then through Stowe. He heads towards the final few. He's backed out. Toon, what are you up to? Toon will be the last man to cross the line then.
Here we go. Arm collect. I don't know. Toon always goes to target the sausage curb and then turns out of it thinking it's a.
Tenths though.
He always like turns in too early, realises he's going to hit the sausage curve, and then turns left to avoid it, and then goes into the wide run-off area.
So, Ben, go through the runners and the riders for us, if you may.
I will wait until it goes on the next screen, because it always messes up just as I go through someone else's times, and then it makes me look a wee bit silly.
Not a difficult task.
Huh. So, let's start. Right, just as I see, just going to start. It happens. When I'm too busy looking at a map of the border between Northamptonshire and Buckinghamshire.
You're really enjoying that part, aren't you?
Yeah, I think I found it. Right, pole position on a great lap time. Regan on a 1:37.6. Rayner P2 pulled a lap time from nowhere, 37.7. Kyle, our pole position man from last week in third position. Cosmos P4. Ahmed P5. Cairo P6. Brian P7. Mono P8. AJ Wuhan P9. Dragon on speed in P10. 11th is Apex in P12, Tomb, P13, Tristan, P14, Jack, Puppy in P15 retiring early from the session, Devils P16, and Evans above P17.
Beautifully done there.
Whew! That was perfectly timed. Yeah, the border is just as you go through Maggots and into Beckett's.
Yeah.
But then the loop and all that. Yeah.
Before I even thought it was fantastic there.
So the top end of the track is Northamptonshire, and then the pit lane and that is Buckinghamshire. But it's before the bridge. It's before the bridge.
Ben, strategy around here? Early pit stop again?
No, I think it's worked the last couple of times. There doesn't seem to be much deg on the tyres. Is what I'm learning.
Yeah.
Until we get to the later generations of cars.
It seems to be very much just pump around as much as you want.
Yeah, I was going to say until we get to the later generation of cars, I don't think deg is too much of an issue. So
the drivers are lined up on the grid. So there you go. Just to remind you guys of the championship order and a hot lap with Stinson instead of watching the formation lap that tends to get a little bit messy. So Regan, the pole position man, is currently in the lead on 26 points. Ben, if I was to ask for a prediction, would it be too soon?
Yeah, far too soon. Let me get through turn 3 first. Last time I went into turn 3, I got harpooned. That was only about 2 weeks ago.
Some would say
so anything can happen. No, not at all.
No?
Anything can happen.
Let's say I'm just watching Stinson's onboard that he recorded for us so nicely today. And, yeah, he has that thing under control in slow speed corners, and I'm trying to understand how.
He's a top driver. Many people could learn a thing or two. Yeah, many people could learn from him, myself included.
Yeah, you could learn from a lot of people.
That's what I spend my time on.
Ben appears to have some form of connection issues because he's gone extremely quiet. Benjamin?
I'm here.
Oh no, he's back again. We've had lost communication with him for a short, brief second. Regan pushing. Regan and Rayner are both pushing on this formation lap. Because I can hear myself. Thank you for that, Ben.
Yeah.
So Regan bringing the car down the straight at the minute. Not that you guys can see. There you go. As we await Ben to sort his microphone issues out, whatever Ben's up to. Kind of does his own thing most of the time. I think Ben may have issues. Benjamin?
No, I'm back. Oh. I wouldn't miss this for the world.
Very echoey, my friend.
I don't know why.
Oh, I'm sure the people can cope without fully hearing you for a while. Might be a nice break.
Am I still away now?
So Regan just pulling on to the straight, Rayner just behind him, and then Kyle, Cosmos, Ahmed, Cairo, Brian, Mono, AJ Wuhan, Dragon on Speed, Apex, Toon, Tristan, Jack, Puppy, and Devils will be the last car to pull onto the back of the grid. So as we wait for the lights to appear, we've got a yellow flag showing for some reason. No, we don't. Here they come. That was like a lightning strike there for Kyle. Kyle's got an absolute blistering start.
Yeah, what launch! As a car goes off in the back in sympathy.
So he's taken the lead through turn 1. He's got a little bit deep.
Oh, this is so tight.
Rayner will keep it up the inside. I'm on board at the minute with Kyle, who's got a great view of this. As Cosmos gives Rayner a little impolite.
Yeah, I was going to say that was
got a car
that was a bit rude.
Back. I believe it's Cairo. Who is that that's just gone straight
Rayner's
off?
off, Rayner's off.
So's Kyle.
Rayner. Oh, wow. I can see a car going straight into the barrier.
Is it Rayner?
No, Apex is, I don't know what happened there, but Kyle is still in P4. I think there was an instant between Rayner and Apex. So Jack had a shocker of a start. I think he just floored the throttle and the car just spun on him.
Devils is out.
Devil's not there, retired.
Oh, it's missing a wheel.
Puppy's spun and in the old pit entrance.
There's a few of them off the track.
Well, we've
got
a safety car.
Well, that's an interesting start from the drivers. Help Rayner out, get back to the pack. I'm not sure what happened there then.
I'm sure some of them don't notice. Well, no either. If I was... What do I do? What do I do if I'm someone like a Rayner? I'm boxing.
You're boxing if you're Rayner?
Yeah, I'm boxing. Whoever I am, I'm going in.
Interesting choice. Don't think I'd box this soon.
No, I'm going in. I'm going in. And everyone is going in. There's a queue on pit entrance.
I think some of these are about to learn that they're sharing a pit box with someone else and they're going to be very, very unhappy.
Yeah, I was going to say, someone's going to be very upset. And if I'm someone like Toon, I'd stay out and go for the lead, go for glory.
Puppy, stay
They're
out.
all coming in.
Puppy's staying out and he's taking the lead.
Yeah!
So Puppy is the only man to stay out.
Good effort. Huge effort as everyone boxes. There's going to be some heartache in the pit lane.
So
we have got cars waiting. We've got Tristan waiting to be serviced. We had a couple of cars there waiting.
Thing, and I never thought I'd be saying this, is Puppy leads going through lap 2.
Yes, Puppy. It's worth a risk. It's worth a gamble that, you know what, there might be a safety car.
Having to go through the pit lane, as we've seen in F1 before, where the safety car leads them through the pit lane. It looks like what we've just seen there from some of the guys.
Yeah, it's, from Puppy's perspective, it's well worth just staying out. Gamble on another safety car. You know, anything can happen. We've seen it. We've seen Kyle go into a barrier last week. I'm on board with Puppy. To be fair, he looks like he's shaping up a move on the safety car.
Interesting bit of knowledge for some of you viewers out there. Puppy actually drives with the arrow keys on his T-pad.
So once we're in the safety car lull, you know, for the track action to go again, let's talk about the race in 1996. Reliably informed, another beautiful day. And the Williams did win. The Williams of Jacques Villeneuve winning the race in his beautiful Williams Renault car. Gerhard Berger coming in second. And Mika Hakkinen coming in third in his McLaren Mercedes. And for all you fans out there. Okay, fine. How bad?
So Ben is just sorting out his microphone issues at the minute, guys, because there's quite an echo and it's semi-off-putting to listen to for me. Don't like hearing myself back twice. It's not very polite.
Was, for you fans out there, Martin Brundle came P6 a lap down, securing the last championship point on offer. And Damon Hill retired. Wilner wasn't properly secured to the car.
Glad to see those kind of things happen then as well as now.
Yeah. And the, huge Ferrari fan I am, both retired within the first 5 laps. This was not the weekend for Jean Todt and the team.
Ah, Jean. The sneaky Frenchman.
Well,
I don't know how else you'd like me to refer to him.
so, Puppy's leading the race.
I
don't know why else I can add
for the rest of the race.
Puppy's leading the race. Words I thought I'd never say. But I could not be more happy to see Puppy in the lead. I've seen Toon lead a race. Now I've seen Puppy. I almost feel like,
anything can happen.
Everyone boxes apart from Puppy. They all took on the early box. I wonder what they're going to do. Later generations of car, potentially get more deg in the tyres. As you go to the later 2010 cars.
A lot of downforce on those cars. Obviously, the tracks they go into. We'll have a quick look whilst we have a second. I'll find.
Yeah, I'll give you a shout if the safety car is going to come into lap. I suspect it will. I'd like to think you're whirring away, doing some valuable research for the viewers.
I'm doing such a thing. So next week we're going around Belgium in the McLaren MP413, which is the 1998.
98.
Was that the one with the interesting brake pedal solution?
Yeah, it had 3 brake pedals.
2 brake pedals and an accelerator.
Yeah, two brake pedals. I meant 3 pedals. 2 brake pedals, 1 accelerator. And it was only picked up when a photographer shoved his camera lens down. Yeah, that little character. Beautiful guy. I've actually emailed him once.
I'll ask about that later, but not on screen. So Puppy is about to lead the pack away.
Puppy launches. Yeah, we'll get back into the race now and not talk about my stories with Darren Heath. Puppy goes and launches the power down, and we're off racing again.
Puppy's got a gap from Regan. 1.7 seconds. Go on, Puppy.
Go on, boy.
Car in the pit lane. Cairo has pitted.
Yeah, I think he had wing damage from contact with Toon, getting him a 5-second penalty.
I'm glad. I'm kind of hoping Puppy's not looking at the live timing screen right now because he's just lost 0.6 through one.
No, he just needs to look forwards.
Got another yellow flag.
I'm just gonna.
All the cars are going through.
Yeah, I can't see any issues. Apart from Toon taking the grass at the loop and then getting a load of wheel spin when he plants the throttle. Okay. So, we're on board with Puppy, I hope.
We are on board with Puppy.
For his moment.
I'm on board with Regan.
Regan can smell an opportunity.
So,
because I think if Regan gets this...
still needs to pit is Puppy. The rest of all pitted, can they do? They should easily be able to do this amount of laps to the end.
If Regan can get this move done quickly, then he's got Ahmed behind Kyle, and Regan will be hoping to extend his championship lead. What can Rayner do from P9, battling it out with Tristan?
So Puppy kicks up some dirt there, coming through.
I was going to say.
Oh, he kicks up a lot of dirt going
through.
And
I think that's it.
He pulled out of the way.
No, I think he's oh my! Get on board with Ahmed. He's got the slipstream of Regan. Regan covers it off.
Goes deep. He's got Kyle going with him. Gets through though.
I think Puppy pulled out of it, knowing it wasn't a battle he wanted to take on. Fair play to him. Smart racing.
Gone at the inside of Puppy as well.
And Puppy's hemorrhaging places. So Regan's got to go now like a scolded cat.
Kyle was holding some gears.
I was going to say, oh Lord.
Yeah, it's an interesting noise to listen to. That's one way of putting it.
It sounds like the exact noise when I pulled for 6th and it was reverse. It was a horrifying metallic sound.
Brian next, all over the back of the Pupster.
So Regan's got a 4/10 gap up front. This is the closest battle on track at the minute between
Dragon on speed, coming past Toon. Will he go up the inside?
Tristan 3-second penalty.
trying to, but as we've learned from our Tuesday racing, when Toon starts up the field, he's an interesting defender.
He's a robust defender.
Travel.
Oh.
Go
So we got Ahmed
with
5 tenths behind Regan
all
now.
over the back of Brian.
Not going to get the move done into Maggots Beckett.
Make a try.
It's all pretty single file. And Ahmed's going to get the slipstream here.
I don't know where to look.
I'm on board with Ahmed. He's not going to get it done into Stowe.
Brian looks at the inside of Stowe there. What about Apex and Tristan? Apex.
Top 3.
Very quick driver in this league. Got a yellow flag in sector 2.
Yeah,
That'll be for Cairo.
Yeah, I think he probably had a... Regan fastest lap of 1:39.2. Top 3 separated by 1.5 seconds. This is close.
AJ all over the back of Brian. He can't get past Puppy.
Puppy's defending well. Putting his car in all the right
so I think
spots.
AJ just got a tap from Rayner because Rayner's joined the back of this as well.
No,
another tap on the exit.
Brian keeps losing the rear. Rayner's all over the back of AJ. Yeah.
So here we go, down the straight.
Who's going to brake late?
Rayner. Great move there by Rayner, showing that you can brake nice and late. Instead, Rayner's back end just twitching out on him through Luffield.
Yeah, Puppy's a bit of a cork in the bottle.
One of them.
Luffield, you go into Brooklands.
Right.
Rotate the car round, done.
All over the back of Ahmed.
So Regan needs to push now. Because if Kyle gets this move done, he's going to arrive pretty quickly, I imagine.
I don't know, Regan, pole position, seems to be the man with the pace, but here comes Kyle in the slipstream.
What I love about these cars as well is you've got to get the move done yourself. No artificial overtaking here, ladies and gents.
Whoa! Puppy's round! Puppy is round! And he hits someone else.
No, AJ Wuhan's round.
Kyle did get through, by the way.
Regan fastest lap at 1:39.2 again.
Oh, as Ahmed comes through that final corner with the tail end of that car sticking out.
Regan's extended the gap to 1.7 and Puppy 5-second penalty for speeding in the pit lane.
Yeah, that doesn't surprise me. Probably went in there full guns blazing. Rain then closing up on the back of Brian.
Thing is, Rayner can see 3rd place. You know, if he could get on the podium here, just needs to get these moves done quickly.
Late on the brakes again then, I'm going to guess from Rayner. Tries it. Switch back. Brian covers off the line for him as Rayner sticks his
Brian's got
ever so slightly.
Brian's got wing damage on the front left.
It's missing a bit of its end plate there.
So Rayner should be so much quicker into Cops. And he is. He's going to have the exit as well.
I don't know. Wheel to wheel.
I hope not.
Try. No, Rayner backs out just at the last minute.
Rayner thinks better. Regan's extended the gap to 2.6 out front.
He's flying in the 96 car.
I do remember seeing Regan practicing it early in the week. So he has got plenty of laps under his belt.
I can say these guys have really been enjoying this league.
Yeah, it's nice and competitive as well.
Apex has got through on Tris. Regan another
fastest lap. Finding another... He found 2 tenths compared to the lap before. So he's just burning the fuel off.
4 tenths quicker than Kyle. I think Rayner's going to be getting frustrated at the... Cosmos has dropped a position to Ahmed. These two wheel to wheel. Cosmos thinks about going up the inside.
Yeah, Rayner really needs to get this move done. But Brian's doing a great job. Tristan 3-second penalty.
Cosmos gets his exit all wrong there.
Rayner gets his exit wrong out the loop.
Bad. It's really difficult to follow through there. It looks like the dirt is really affecting the driver because Apex is starting to arrive onto the back of Rayner as well. I think it's this first part of the lap. Regan seems to have a lot of pace. It's the last sector or so where Kyle claws back a bit at times. I think it's the braking zones more for Kyle where he's pretty nifty.
Now I was going to say gap up front extended to 3 seconds.
Toon's starting to close up onto the back of Tristan as well.
I'm just sat on board with Rayner, 3/10 behind Brian. This is slowly killing Rayner's race here. He needs to get this done now. I think he will on the exit.
Ah, he's got a bit of a bad exit.
As I say that, he's picked up the slipstream. I don't think it's going to be enough.
Little engine's revving itself away. 16,000 RPM. Rayner back on the power a lot sooner though.
Yeah, Rayner's another fastest.
Found 2/10.
Yeah, the fuel's burning, tyres aren't degging. Rayner needs to get this move done.
Ah!
The rear doesn't want to get it done.
Apex is
And
now
Apex
all over the back
is right over the back. I just saw that on the timing screen.
Apex is arriving on the scene. If he can get the move done on Rayner, I think he could probably also get the move done on Brian as Mono gets a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings for either extending or corner cutting.
Exploring track limits.
Yeah, Dragon all over the back of Toon, coming through the loop. And he's got the slipstream. He's pulled out a little bit soon, but he's going to go up the inside.
Yellow sector.
Flag.
And that is, I see someone off track, Cairo.
Where is he? Oh, okay.
So Rayner's done the move on Brian now. Going through woodcut.
Is Brian coming back in?
Brian's looking up the inside. It's got to be a brave man to try that move.
Look very tight.
Especially
if he's playing devil with his wing like that, I can understand what he's missing.
I was going to say it's a brave move to take on when you've lost part of your wing. Gap up front is forever extending. Brian gets a tardy exit, hits a bit of the grass on the exit.
Apex.
Now he's got Apex to deal with.
Pulls out the slipstream up the inside through Stowe. Brian thought about going around the outside and
I was going to say there is surprisingly Regan 3-second penalty.
At the minute,
he's still net leader. Surprising the amount of grip there is around the outside of Stowe. I have done a couple of overtakes I don't want to brag about, but Rayner gets a 3-second penalty. If anyone wants the footage of some of my overtakes around the outside of Stowe, I believe I've got it somewhere.
I don't think anyone
but there is a grip. So Rayner needs to go and get towards the back of Cosmos. It's a tall order.
4 seconds to go.
4 seconds.
3 laps. If I was him, I'd just try build a gap to Apex if I can. Because they've both cleared Brian and now they're a second ahead of him. Rayner nearly 2 seconds at the road, so Rayner making some good progress and getting out behind Brian. He should have tried to, I think if he could have, get through a little bit earlier. Yeah,
I was going to say, I think that ultimately ended his race. Those laps stuck behind Brian.
Don't know if anyone's given the news to Kyle. Look, Kyle, go find me 7/10s over Regan in 3 laps, and you'll be standing on top of the podium.
I was going to say, that gap is now closing back in. If Regan loses this race on penalties, it will be heartbroken.
I was going to say, Kyle doesn't have any penalties, does he, from what I've
seen?
He's
only got 1
Apex
warning.
Apex is really closing up to Rayner. He's so good through Magus and Beckett's and down this back straight. 3.4 the gap then. Regan starts lap 11, 3.3. That gap forever coming down at the minute.
I was going to say, if we just do a last lap comparison, Regan's last lap was a 1:39.3 and Kyle's was a 39 flat. Kyle set his fastest lap of the race on that last lap.
Toon with a 3-second penalty, sorry, not 5.
So if Regan's got anything
AJ Wuhan
pace-wise,
the back of Mono at the minute, looking to go for the move. Seems to have got it done there. Round the outside through the loop. Using a bit of curb to try and get that car going. And that is AJ through. Great move there from him. Apex over the back of Rayner again, though. Rayner's car looks a lot more skittish, and I've seen a lot of guys through the slow speed.
I was going to say, I saw Rayner holding a gear for quite a while down the old Wellington Straight. So, lead up front, net 4/10.
I think it'll be those guys on the podium. In what order, I do not know.
Cosmos 3-second penalty. So that puts Rayner in touch with P4 as Rayner gets a load of grass on the exit of Chapel.
Yeah, I think that distracted Apex a little bit there, because his car got a twitch just after. Don't know if he's in touching distance with the slipstream down the straight. He is not.
So Rayner is 7/10 from a net P4. We've got a yellow
flag. That's AJ.
I'm just
going to
hop on board.
Spin him round. That gap's 3.9 seconds. Kyle must have
I was going to say that gap up front has extended.
What were their last lap times? Kyle must have made a mistake.
Kyle's last lap was a 39.2, so he was only 2/10 slower than his previous best lap of the race, the lap before. Regan done a 38.9, which is his second best lap of the race.
Yep, so Regan's showing he's got pace up front.
Regan matches his first sector times at 30.5.
AJ Wuhan has come into the pits. Apex has lost touch then with Rayner. Dragon on speed, closing up to the back. Tristan, lap 12 out of 13. Time has flown by around here tonight, Ben.
It's been a great race. These classic races always produce such great racing.
Apex has taken 2/10 out of Rayner again then, so he has got pace. I just don't think he can get through. Gap back down at 3.5 then at the moment. We'll go on board with Regan for his final lap in a moment. Yellow flag showing in sector 1. I think that's for AJ Wuhan's retired Williams car. 3.3 the gap. Regan, you're leaving it tight. 3.2. .1, so that gap is coming down at the minute. So we're going to go. This is going
to be close.
I don't know where to go. We'll go on board with Regan.
Right, yellow.
The fastest lap of the race.
Kyle's got the bit between his teeth, so he can get a win now. He's just got to find himself 3/10 to be sure.
All I know is Regan's fuel light isn't flashing. Stick it in rich.
You got to give it everything now. Maximise every braking opportunity.
Run slightly wide there. Gap 3.1. Kyle can see the win just ahead of him. It's a tenth.
This
Regan
is close.
found a little bit. That fuel light's starting to flash. It flashed on Kyle's car. They've both got flashing fuel lights then on lap 13. Regan with the 3-second penalty. Kyle.
There's 1/10 in it. This is going to be close now. 1/10 in it. And that gap's dropping.
Yeah, Kyle was quick. There we go. At the minute, Kyle is winning this race on penalties. Unless Regan has an answer in this final sector, it's back to Regan.
Regan will be ruining this.
He's about to see the gap exactly at 3 seconds. 2.8.
Oh, this is ridiculous. Gap 2.8. 2.7.
I think Kyle.
Unless Regan's got something mega. As we go around the final corners now. The 3-litre Renault round the final corner. Who's going to win the race? I'm waiting for Kyle. Oh! Regan wins. Regan's won the race.
Close. Wow.
By 1/100th of a second, Regan wins and collects all the points for the afternoon.
Wow.
What a brilliant race round Silverstone. The closest finish you're going to find for a very long time. Kyle setting a fastest lap on the final lap of the race.
Got it was Cosmos.
Was it not?
Yeah, Cosmos did a 38.4 last lap.
Kyle put in a 38.6 to take the fastest lap for 5 seconds, but gave it everything. Regan on his final lap a 38.8. So Kyle found himself 2 tenths.
How close that is. 12 seconds
But that is
ahead
ridiculous.
of the head of Ahmed. Apex did end up finishing ahead of Rayner then with penalties. Wow.
And that, ladies and gentlemen, is our classic race around Silverstone. Your race winner, Regan.
Yeah, that's
by 100th.
Great stuff there from Regan. Wow. So
I will go through the finishing order for you shortly. What a race.
Yeah.
Whew.
So Ben,
I
give us
bet
that finishing
Regan's
order.
poor heart was beating. Your race winner tonight, Regan. Kyle in P2, Ahmed in P3, Apex in P4, Cosmos P5, Rayner in P6.
So Ben's mic has cut out again. I think he opted P6. So Rayner was in P6, Brian in P7, P8 we've got Dragon, P9 Tristan, 10th we've got Mono, 11th Toon, Jack in 12th, 13th is Cairo, 14th we've got Puppy, and then your non-finishers are AJ Wuhan and Devil's Nightmare. The fastest lap was awarded to Cosmos on the final lap, a 38.4, 2 tenths quicker than Kyle, who thought he had the fastest lap. And that finishing time there, 100th between the two front guys in the race. Great stuff from them. And I think Ben should be coming back at some point. I'm not sure what's happened to him.
I was going to say, I think it died.
Yeah,
Where did I?
I finished the finishing order for you. I think you got down to 6th, and I continued.
Okay, well, as I was I was talking to myself, but that, ladies and gentlemen, is Sunday night racing, classic leagues around Silverstone in a beautiful 1996 Williams Renault. What a great value for money.
Yeah.
What a close finish.
It's incredible.
What a show.
So, next week, guys, don't forget we are going around Belgium in the 1998 McLaren MP13, the 3-pedalled McLaren. Looking forward to that one. Regan extending his gap, though, at the top of the championship after taking it last week. Really coming to some form. Like I said, when the cars get a bit of downforce, will the order change? It seems like the more downforce comes on, the more Regan comes to the front of the pack.
As I say every commentary session, these boys are lucky I'm not racing. But what a close race. Fantastic racing tonight.
Good to say, we've got some good cars coming up for you guys. Obviously, round 5 is the McLaren MP4 13. Then we will be going round 6 in the 2003 Williams FW25, which is an experience in a straight line. We'll be going round Italy for that. And then we will be going to Singapore in the 2006 Renault the week after that. And then obviously everyone will remember what the 2008 McLaren is famed for is that Brazilian race where Lewis Hamilton clinched his first title. Round 9 will be going around Australia in the 2009 Brawn, the last independent team to win a championship. And that was a hell of a year in F1. And then finally to round the season off on Sunday the 14th of June, we'll be going around Abu Dhabi in the 2010 Red Bull Racing RB6. I know that's a race you enjoyed a lot, Ben, the 2010.
Yeah, it's fantastic. Got great memories of that. I will ask one final question. Who is your driver of the day?
I'm gonna have to go with Regan, I think. He's always been there or thereabouts, but today he kind of took off at the start, and it's refreshing to see is the way I think I put it. Seeing someone else out there doing a really good job out front.
I was going to say, I couldn't agree more. Regan, for me, driver of the day. The way that he extended that gap, he had great pace as well. Masterfully controlled the race, even when the pressure was on with the 3-second penalty.
That final lap for him still come away with the league showed that he had some composure there, because it would be easy to try push too much when he saw that gap drop underneath the 3 seconds. And he kept it going, so absolutely fantastic job by Regan. Ben, thank you for joining us. Don't forget, we will be back tomorrow for Monday Night Racing, and I'll quickly check what track we're at.
I could just fill. I could just make it up. We're racing at Zandvoort.
We're not. We're actually at the Mexican Grand Prix.
We're flying to Mexico.
We are flying to Mexico. Obviously, championship standings for that at the minute. Dan Murphy is still on 229 points with Exile behind on 153 points. So
all but done.
yeah, that one's pretty much all but done, I believe. What's 76? Yeah, it's getting close to Dan being able to win that one with how many rounds remaining? 4 rounds remaining. Yeah, Dan can clinch a championship tomorrow. There you go.
Wow.
There's some interesting news
Make
for
sure
you guys,
you,
'cause I didn't realise that, so I just looked it.
Make sure you all join for tomorrow night's racing action. Thank you for watching, ladies and gentlemen.
We'll see you all tomorrow night, and thank you for joining us, guys.